Joel, how you doing, baby?
I'm okay, Ken. How are you doing, mate?
Good, yeah, I'm well. You've got quite a bit of a glow on your face here, from what I can see in the video. What's going on?
Yeah, it's nuts. Look, I've got this light.
Ah.
So I take it. Is that better?
Nice. Yeah, there we go. That's bang on now. Bang on. Looks like you're on live TV, baby.
Yeah.
Nice. How's everything going on your side?
Yeah, decent, mate. Yeah. Getting a bit chilly today, but other than that, happy days, to be honest.
I know. The weather's really changing. I'm guessing this is not going to be good for, obviously, the end of the day. Man, I don't know if you saw, but the COVID numbers have spiked pretty much the all-time highs in the UK.
Yeah.
Like 6,500, something crazy like that.
Yeah, I know. It's not good. I mean, I don't think it's all-time highs, though, because back then, like in April and March, they weren't testing anybody.
Right.
So
that's a good point.
I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was Imperial College or some academics. They were estimating that back in March and April, 100,000 people a day were catching it. That's what they estimated based on the death rate, I think.
Whoa. Okay, so yeah, just that they weren't testing. Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, still though, the way it's on the incline at the moment, it's mad.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So yeah, I mean, that just
not good.
No, not good. So that might as well. Obviously, this takes us into our first talking point really for this week, I guess. And literally from the get go, from sort of Sunday, Monday, it was risk off trading. Yeah, because of these COVID cases, right?
Yeah, I mean that was definitely one of the key reasons. Like you're saying, record number of new infections in the UK. It's even worse in like Spain and France. Even the US is getting a little bit worse, and like Canada and stuff getting worse as well. So you're seeing investors and traders like revising down their growth expectations for this year based on this. So obviously not good for risk assets.
Yeah, because you think like really, since the economic reopenings globally, economy's getting back going again. We've seen good data points. Everyone's been like, yes, we're going for this V-shaped recovery. But this just throws a complete spanner in the works, and just almost like all of that, the rebound progress hits the fan, really. Yeah. Instead of a V, it might end up being a W. Do you remember when people were talking about all the letters? It could be this W. That's not a bad shot, actually. Yeah, that big drop, bit of pickup, drop again. Yeah, that makes sense. Sense. Okay. Yeah, so obviously, like in terms of the markets, we've been seeing these big flows like into dollar. I'm just going to share my screen with you. Might as well just get it up while we're talking about the markets. Let me know. You should be able to. Can you see that?
Yes.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah,
so
that was good.
Wicked. So obviously, here's a dollar. We've been speaking about it for weeks. How I said about, this bearish structure. Then we had this like period of consolidation after we broke out of this bearish structure. And now we're just like flying. We're just completely flying at the moment. I don't know what that arrow's doing all the way over there. But yeah, it looks like, man, we're going to go and print new highs today for the week.
Yeah.
Go and print new highs. I'm seeing I think this is the biggest weekly performance. Yeah, look at this weekly performance for the dollar. That's the biggest we've seen since, I guess, bigger than that one, since like March, really. Wow. That's huge.
Bro, that's insane. Yeah.
That is mad.
I wanted to ask you about this, actually.
Go on.
Because there are a couple of other fundamentals aside from the COVID situation that people were saying behind dollar. They were saying short squeeze. Because, people have been really short dollar for quite a long time.
They have.
Yeah. And they're also saying disappointment in the Fed, not like the Fed going on about forwardance, but not about more stimulus, and markets want more stimulus now. Like, what do you reckon about those two as well?
They're very, very good cases. Yeah, I've been sort of reading some of the guys I've been speaking to. It's just like we're just getting a massive unwinding of all these dollar shorts now. A lot of unwinding.
Yeah.
Then, as you say, at the end of the day, really and truly, Jerome Powell at that, like particularly obviously at that the press conference, wasn't as dovish as he could have been. Really and truly, he left out. I think he could have been more dovish, dude. He could have been more dovish at the end of the day.
Yeah.
He just delivered essentially what they delivered 2 weeks ago, what the markets knew. And let me just show you. Sorry, one last time, dude. Let me just show you one more thing. Sorry, I'm just going back to the dollar. Again.
Yeah, that's all good.
So, because basically, back at the Jackson Hole meeting, I believe it's the 27th. Let me just get it up here. The 27th of August. This candlestick. So the markets were confused in terms of reaction initially, and then we started sort of seeing that downside. I think that was just essentially
So back at the Jackson Hole, remember we had that downside after. I think that was the market's pricing in the most dovish scenario from the Fed at the time, heading into the rate decision. And then obviously the rate decision, people were like, okay, we're just buying on the facts now. We were selling on the anticipation heading into the rate decision, and now we know what they've done. We're just buying now, essentially. So I think that was sort of a bit of a scenario as well. And then, what's your take on this, actually, dude? I wanted to ask you this, actually, early in the week. So we've got the elections coming up in 5 weeks' time now, coming quick. What's your take on perhaps this is some safe haven flow? I know, obviously, this is the thing. The dollar's largely at risk with the elections as well, but maybe markets don't want to be long any other riskier currencies or assets heading into the elections.
It's a tough one. Like you say, you just highlighted like the paradox, isn't it? It's like, because this week we had that stuff about Donald Trump saying that basically he might not potentially accept the result of the election if he loses. So that creates like this risk high political instability, which is that'd be a massive negative for risk across the board, which in a way then would be positive for the dollar. But then, like you say, because it's US political instability, should that be a negative for the dollar? Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I don't know. I think it probably would be a positive for the dollar just because of, like you say, nowhere else to go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I believe so. I was reading something, actually, just while we're talking about elections. I didn't read fully into it just because I thought it was a bit of nonsense. But Trump, apparently, how he's saying he won't give up his presidency if he loses. Did you read that?
Yeah.
What's that about?
Yeah, because of because he's been trying to say that it's all about the mail-in votes being fraudulent and stuff, and there's actually no evidence that they are.
Yeah.
But he's trying to say it because just increase his chance of staying on as president, I guess. And it's not good.
No, it's not. Mate, it's turned into a dictatorship, not leaving my presidency. You know what I mean? I'd be surprised if someone's going to do it, it'd be him, right? So,
yeah. 100%.
Mad. And then obviously, okay, what else have we had talking points this week? Might as well jump over to GBP. There's, we've seen a little bit of upside, I guess a couple of reasons. A little bit of Brexit optimism. A little bit. There's they had informal talks, didn't they? Wine dining in London, putting everything on the expenses, bit of the wine, bit of dinner, and saying how they're determined.
It went well. So if we get a deal out of it, it'll be worth it.
But dude, the thing is with me, as I was saying to the members, like they say all this, but then when it comes down to sitting down, they don't find common ground. At the formal talks.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I agree. It's like you can have optimism one week and then massive pessimism the next week, and you just don't know what you're going to get.
You don't. Brexit. No, you're right. Yeah. You don't know what you're going to get. I think in terms of the UK, okay, we are still in a very bad situation compared to everyone else. There's still a lot of uncertainty. Now our cases are rising. We've got this furlough scheme ending. I know GBP was rallying heading into Rishi Sunak's delivery of this new scheme, but I don't think that new scheme's going to save a lot of jobs, but at all. It's a bit of a strange one. I think it's quite weak, really.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, I think the thing was it's better than nothing, because before we were getting nothing. So at least we're getting something now. But like you say, like when you compare how much is actually going to be spent on this scheme, it's like, it's going to be like 8 times less per month.
Exactly.
So it's not really that much fiscal stimulus, really.
No, it's not. And, I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, no, it isn't. Oh, that's what I was going to say. It's because, man, the UK is in a lot of debt. So this is what they're thinking about as well, right?
Yeah.
The debt's growing. But, man, I don't know. I don't know where this economy's going. I'm worried. I still think it's got a little bit worse to go before it gets better, Especially towards the end of the year with all this unemployment, maybe.
I know, I agree, to be honest. We're going to probably stall until the end of the year. Like you say, whilst this furlough unwinds, whilst we get higher unemployment, whilst there's all the Brexit uncertainty. And then best case scenario, I think, would probably be obviously a deal. And then hopefully next year, global economy gets kicking again. And then there's a bit of demand for our services, and then we can start improving again. So that's what, fingers crossed, hopefully that'll be how it shapes up.
Nice. Yeah, agreed. Fingers crossed. What else been talking point this week? Stocks coming under pressure, I guess, in line with the sort of the safe haven flows.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything other to note, really. I think
Maybe gold. Do you see gold getting slammed? It's
yeah.
Where is gold now?
Gold's around 1850.
We covered gold quite a lot.
Yeah, the thing is, like, at the end of the day, when the dollar's storming ahead like this, obviously gold's just inverse relationship. It's just going to come down, get hit hard. I'm still standing on my, remember my tweet? $1,700. Cool.
Oh,
when we're up at 1950, I said that. Man, I still see it. Unwinding. Everyone wants to unwind, liquidate their gold positions. They want cash. Cash is king right now.
Yeah.
There's more uncertainty still to come. And this is what I was going to talk about. I think there's plenty of reason to see all these flows into yen, into dollar, for until right up until the end of the year, I think, because everything's just uncertain again. Yeah, man.
I agree. And also, like, technically speaking,
go on.
I mean, I know you cover this like in way more detail for the members, but like if you look at, like, for example, like euro dollar, there's not much way of support to the south now until what is it, about 115? Let me just have a look at my chart. Yeah, literally, there's hardly anything stopping us from going all the way to 115. And like you say, if dollar, because that'll be a lot of dollar strength if we get that low, and then that would probably coincide with gold moving to 700. I would say. Yeah. If you saw euro dollar go that low.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just pulling up the euro dollar quickly here. I had sort of marked up 116 as a bit of a significant area, but yeah, I mean, it's not really. It could slip easily quite below 116. Actually, no, 115 I've got here. 115, sort of 40. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it could pull right back. That's the thing. Could pull right back.
Because we came up so quick, didn't we? So
very fast.
It can be gone just as quick.
Very fast. And you see, like, gold here, it's just a clear range breakout. You see how we're ranging, and then finally, boom, big flush of downside pressure. And that could just be, it's massive. Testing. You see this wick here in August, just testing that support there. If that breaches, as I say, 1800. Yeah, man. It's really interesting moves right now. A lot of volatility for sure. It's great for, oh, crud. I've just disconnected my screen. Can you still hear me, Joel?
I can hear you still, yeah.
I've just taken you off the main screen. But yeah, man, it's great. It's like so much volatility in the markets. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a trader.
Yeah. Here's a question.
Go on.
Gold, because I know for the longest time, everybody, and you and me both, were really bullish gold. So if gold gets down to 1,700, would you go long?
Yeah. Down at 1,700, I'll be interested in longs there for sure. That'll be a nice enough correction for me. Really nice. Sorry, Joe. I'm just trying to get...
That'd be a healthy correction.
Oh, yeah. Man, considering we were flying well and truly past $2,000. Do you know what I mean?
Mad.
It was crazy. Sorry, I'm just trying to get you back on the main screen a minute.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Just trying to get you back up here because I've just...
Oh, I'm not behind you anymore.
I know, that's what I mean, dude. I've lost you.
Oh, what do you mean? Oh, no.
Oh, look.
No one can see my face.
I know. This is really convenient how now I've completely losing control of my laptop here. Sorry. Okay,
at least, because we're doing this video on Zoom today and it's been really smooth, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Skype.
Yeah, apart from right now. Oh, Joel.
Yeah, true.
I'm really having a malfunction system here.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, I'm really fudging things up. But what's going on next week? Just I'm messing things up here. What's happening next week?
Month end. So I haven't seen any models for like month end flows yet, but we'll get some of that early next week probably, and there'll be some volatility.
Yeah.
And then obviously like US data as well. So what we're getting, some of the IMs, and then NFP as well. So should be an interesting one.
Nice. Yeah. I think. Oh yeah, NFP as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Good one though.
Yeah, should be. I'm really gutted that I can't see your face anymore. I don't know what I've done. I do apologise. I do apologise, everybody. But yeah, no, Jude, it's been an eventful week, and I'm sure we're going to be in some bigger flows next week. I'll just see a continuation of this safe haven for the time being until anything fundamentally shifts. I can't see it right now. Just same scenario for me.
Agreed. Yeah. Especially imagine if US data is good, then that will probably keep dollar supported as well.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Indeed. All right, dude. Nice one. Have an amazing weekend. Stay lit, baby. Let's get it.
You as well.